I travelled all the way to this tiny island off the coast of Africa to see if these truly are the best beaches in the world. From the white sand to the perfect clear blue ocean, this is my top 10 that I've picked. Let's go. Finally through security. Took absolute ages. And they stopped my backpack because I had car keys in there. Like, surely with all this technology they can work out the difference between a knife and a key. Alrighty, so we just checked into the resort here in the Seychelles. It's the destination we picked, so let's have a look around this room. As you walk in, greeted with a nice hallway to the right hand side. Got the bathroom. Very nice shower. Huge bathtub. Oh. Toilet behind glass, interesting. Okay.
For privacy.
Got his and her sinks, and got a door here. That goes into the room. But then we got a door over here that also goes into the room. There's another door into the room. Double room access, that's nice. That's what you pay for, I guess. Huge mirror, I won't be using that. Coffee bar, safe fridge, plenty of stuff in the fridge. Little selection there. I'm sure that's chargeable. Got the bed. Haven't seen this view yet. They upgraded us to the King Junior suite, so had like a nice view of the outside. And look at that! Wow, that is. Got some lounge chairs here. So yeah, that's our room for the next 5 days. Pretty happy with that. So. We're gonna have a shower, recover from the 24 or 5, I don't even know how many hour travel. Hotel upgraded me, and they also gave us Shiraz, Perotia Shiraz. It's a South African wine from the Western Cape region. So we're gonna open that tonight and watch the sunset with some glasses of wine. Let's go have some wine. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Today we're going to spend the day on my island. So Seychelles has 3 main islands. It's Mahé, Digue, and Pristine. Probably botched those completely, but that's the 3 islands. So we came too late to book a ferry to Digue or Pristine. So we're probably going to do the main island today. We've got a rental car. We're going to try and see which of these beaches that everyone thinks is the best. How's this for a view? Like, that's just what we're looking at off our balcony. That's just absolutely incredible. What a view. The ocean looks like a swimming pool. Let's go grab some breakfast and then we'll get on the road. So they got these drink stations. You can just fill up your, well, they give you these glass bottles, and you can just fill up your bottles whenever you want. That's quite nice. I like that. So we just finished up breakfast. Very nice spread here. Crepes, the crepes were phenomenal. I had a sugar donut. That was also probably one of the best sugar donuts I've ever had.
Sugar donuts?
3 actually, I think I had 3 in the end. Cove area. Like it's not very secluded, like it looks more secluded than it is. The hotel's like just over there. But I figure this is probably a perfect time to get the drone up in the air. We just talked to the hotel concierge about what we want to do. He gave us this map. It's a whole map of the island. So we're going to start off just by going for a drive from where we are at the hotel. All the names are in French. I'm probably going to absolutely butcher them, but she speaks French. I'll let her pronounce them properly. So I'm thinking we're going to go to Ansa Intendance. It looks like a nice beach. Sometimes waves, but today it's absolutely like flat, so I don't think we'll have any waves there today. So we found this cool little random bridge over this like little inlet thing. This is like prime time for drone under the bridge shot onto the ocean. I don't know how this color is going to show up on the camera, but like, this is just blue. Like, there's no other word for it. It's just blue. Absolutely incredible. Imagine whoever lives in that house. Apparently, this is a turtle nesting beach as well. So we're keeping an eye out for any nests, so we can maybe check them out later on when they come to the beach. So yeah, but this is a pretty unreal spot. I mean, how can you beat that for a view? That's a pretty incredible view. Answer Independence. Oh, no. No, not Independence, Intendance, as they say in the French. See?
Ans Intendance?
That's why she speaks French and I don't. So, yeah, I mean, pretty incredible beach, as you can see from the drone shots and this photo. Well, not photo, it's a moving photo. All right, so we're going to rate it out of 10. I mean, spoiler alert, it's probably going to be pretty high. General vibes?
I like that it's not like super populated, so there's not people everywhere. And like first impression, the colors are absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Like the first like bit of like kind of turquoise blue, then like the bright blue and like the navy blue right around the horizon is so nice.
Yeah, like it's like it's not secluded. There's people here, but it's not like packed like Bondi. So I would say vibes is pretty high. Let's go like an 8 for vibes. There's no music or anything. Like it's pretty chill. You just listen to the waves. So I'd say like an 8 for just natural vibes. I mean, watercolor 10, like straight up 10. You can't, like, look how blue that is. It's absolutely incredible. So I think that's just a straight 10. And then like the sand.
It's so soft.
So like up over here, it's a bit more grainy, like a bit more Seychelles. It's a bit like harder. Good for the feet. But as soon as you get towards the water and a bit further down, it's so soft. It's like ridiculously soft. The water is like perfect temperature. It's just really, really cool. You can go snorkeling up in here. We're not going to do that today. But there is sea turtles that come in here. They're not right now. But yeah, it's just... So, I mean, overall, ranking out of 10?
Double digits.
Double digits. If you can't work that out, that's a 10. So, yeah, I mean, look, I'm hesitant to say 10 just because I've heard other things about some of the other beaches here in the Seychelles.
You can rate more than one beach a 10.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, it is a pretty good beach. We were actually just talking, like, if there was a beach that we really like for the last day to just come and chill at, right now this is super high up there. So I think we put it at 10. It's her best beach she's ever been to. Yeah. It's right up there with mine. So yeah, I think a 10 is pretty good. Okay, so that was quite spectacular. We're going to head off to another beach now. Maddie's going to pronounce it, so I'll butcher it again.
I forget what it's called. Als Verbans?
Something like that anyway. So yeah, should be good. I mean, realistically, I don't think any beach you go to is going to be bad. It's just a case of finding the best ones. We've got a list of ones that we want to try out. Arrived. Answer 4 bands, as I would say, 4 barns, as they would say, I guess. Hey, bud. How's it going? Hey, the good boy. Hey, bud. There's 2 more doggos. Straight away, initial thoughts.
It's very calm.
Definitely different vibes to around the corner. Different vibes, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely not as tucked away. Much more calm. There's kind of, there's kind of like a reef in the distance there that seems to protect the bay here. The water is super clear, not as blue. There's a little bit more weed, but still very clear. Yeah, spent a little bit of time walking kind of down the beach a bit. First off, vibes.
I like that there's dogs.
Always a good time with dogs. Way more chill, so let's, like, chill vibe is what you want. Pretty cool to chill out. Definitely different to the beach we just came from, Intendance. I think vibes will give it like a 6.5, maybe a 7. I think a 7. I'll give it a 7. It's pretty chill. Water, it's very clear. Not as blue as the last beach we were just at. What would you rate the water?
Like, I'd stick with like a 7, 6.
Okay. Yeah, I'd go 7 for the water as well. And then I guess just overall beach. Overall beach, what would you give it?
The sand still feels nice on my feet.
The sand is very nice. It's like super soft. It's good for my feet. My feet were quite dry, so very good. So I think sand versus the beach itself. I think this is a 7, 6.5. 6.5. I think 6.5 beach. Do you agree?
I agree. I'd get behind that.
So 6.5. It's kind of like, it's good, but there's definitely better beaches. He's playing in the sand. So I just saw a whole bunch of crabs running on the sand. I'm gonna see if I can, little crabby boys. There they are, little crabby boys. I might set up the camera and see if I can get a time lapse of these guys running around the beach. There's quite a few of them just running around. Here we are on Answer Royale. I don't know if you can really butcher that one. That was just kind of normal. It's a bit of a bigger beach. It goes kind of around the corner there as well. Definitely not as blue as Intendance, but the waves are nice. Little crabbies running on the beach. Just a really nice beach. So yeah, there's spots just ahead to pull up on a deck chair. You can see straight away the sand is definitely more coarse. But if you go a little bit higher up on the beach, it's much softer. I don't know, I think it feels quite nice on my feet. Maddie says it hurts, so. Doggy! Hey bud! Hey bud, how are ya? Answer Royale. Bigger beach. It's kind of like all the way in the distance. There's like a beach that comes around, then there's a bit of rock, and then there's a couple coves in here, and then some more rock here. So down there is definitely the beach you want to go if you want to chill and lounge. It's not very deep, pretty protected. You got some reef area through here, so it's pretty protected. The sand is like we saw at the last beach, a little bit rougher, but there is some soft patches for sure. For me, the vibes were better. There's a couple people playing music over here. A bit further down there was a couple people playing music.
Don't forget the dog.
Oh, there was a dog as well, so that's a plus. So I'd say vibes are pretty good. I'd say like an 8 out of 10 vibes. What are you thinking?
I can get behind that.
Sand, definitely Intendance. We keep comparing to that one. The sand is definitely coarser on this beach. There is some soft patches, but in the water it's a lot more coarse. But like not too bad. It's not sharp or anything. It's just coarse.
Well, I mean, the bottom of my feet are getting a little bit sore, but.
Do with that information what you will. Water, I mean, it's still clear. Mm-hmm. It's not as blue there's a bit more seaweed. These like patches is all seaweed, so it's definitely not as blue, but it's still nice. Like the temperature is really lovely. You can swim pretty well all the way to the reef, and it's not very deep at all. Overall beach, I mean, it's a lot larger. There's more space. Parking, there's a little bit here and there depending where you want to go. We found a spot just up on the corner over here. So realistically, I think probably an 8 out of 10 is where I would put this beach.
Yeah, I agree. I really like, sorry, it just, compared to the other one, even like the rocks are like really pretty too.
Yeah.
Like it adds just like a nice little visual.
Yeah. These rocks are quite hot, so that's why we're standing in the water now to cool our feet off. We're gonna now probably stop for a bit of a bite to eat. Lots of Creole barbecue in the Seychelles, so we're gonna try and get some of that. Octopus curry is something that I've been told about that I really want to try. So we're gonna start venturing out to see what we can find for food, and then we're gonna go to another beach after that. Okay, so we decided we're not actually that hungry, so we're not gonna stop for food. We're gonna drive to another beach. Funny that. The beach is Grand Anse Beach, so it's about a 25-minute drive from here. Sit rep. We couldn't work out how to actually get onto Grand Anse Beach. We drove past it, we saw it, but there was like nowhere to stop. So we're just carrying on. We're going to go to, there's a lookout on top of one of the mountains here. So we're just going to keep going and have a look at that lookout. We couldn't find a place to stop at Grand Anse Beach. Careful. We couldn't find a place to stop at the lookout. So we've come to Port Lunay, I think it is. We found a place to stop here. So we're just gonna settle up here for a bit. Okay, so we've had a bit of a walk through Port Lunay, I think it's pronounced. I don't know, close enough. We'll drop a pin, you'll see what it's called. Like we walked all the way from that far side all the way along the beach. You would have seen from the drone shots, nice little coved area, pretty protected. Not too many waves, pretty flat still, but you get this really nice view of the mountains in the background. It's really cool spot. The sand, really nice sand. It's a cool beach. It's a good vibe. There's a hotel that's here, so the sand's actually raked, so there's not a lot of seaweed here. All the beaches in Seychelles are public, by the way, so don't get chased away saying it's private. All beaches are public. What do you think of general vibes?
Like a number?
Or just what do you think of it?
Oh, it's like nice. You come in, there's music playing. It's kind of cool.
Chilled.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'd come back.
Would come back. That's a good sign of a good beach. All right, so vibes, what would you rate out of 10?
Like an 8?
8 out of 10 vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. There's like coconut stands, there's places to buy drinks, so yeah, I'd say 8 out of 10 is good. Beach sand.
Better than Royale.
I agree with that.
Much softer on my feet. Much harder too, though.
Yeah.
Easier to walk in.
Easier to walk on
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Would you rate it?
Like an 8 or 9.
Got to pick one.
9.
9?
9.
9 out of 10. Yeah, I would be pretty close to 9 as well. Like it's very similar to in 10 dance. I'd struggle with that word, but it's like probably maybe not the best sand, but probably second best sand. So I'd go with 9. I think 9's fair. Overall beach, like I think it's a 9 overall beach. I don't think it's as good as in 10 dance. I think that's right. I don't know. I keep probably butchering that, but like it's not as nice as that beach. That beach so far has just been like way above everyone. But it's still really nice. It's cool vibes, good place to swim, snorkeling spots. So yeah, I'd say a 9 out of 10 for me.
I agree.
2 9s. So yeah, very good option. You got these rocks here as well. Really nice spot. We just found a random tree that's now actually embedded in the rock. So yeah, it's just a cool place to chill. Sun's starting to go down. We're probably going to head back to the hotel soon. Go back on the balcony, maybe watch the sunset from the balcony again. It's less cloudy today, so hopefully we get a better sunset than last night. And then the dinner last night was fantastic. Let's head back and watch that sunset. This entrance never gets old. Get this little water fountains coming in. You come around here. Really nice entryway here. It's just a really nice vibe. There's no one in the adults only pool. Maybe we go to the adults only pool. We're adults, aren't we? I think so. Sometimes. Let's go. Here's what we're thinking. We're up early, it's 5:30 right now. Today we're going on a guided tour to Pristine Island. That's why we're up so early. We've got to meet a ferry. The ferry leaves at 8 o'clock. We also got to meet the guide. From Pristine, they're going to take us to a national park. We're also going to go to what they say is the best beach in the Seychelles. I think it's Lazio, I think he said it was. I don't know, I'll drop a pin when we get there. And then from there, once we've done about 2 hours on the island, we're then going to head over to Digue Island. There's some more beaches there. We're going to have bikes supplied and lunch there as well. We're going to ride around the island. There's 2 beaches I really want to tick off. There's Ansa Kokos and Ansa Moron. They look incredible, granite rocks coming out of the water. It looks really cool. So really keen for today. Really excited. We're going to head off, grab our breakfast, grab some coffees, finish this coffee as well because it's so early. On the boat ride from the mainland of Mahi to Pristine Island. It's about a 1.5 hour boat ride. This driver seems like he's not messing around, so we might get there a little bit sooner than an hour and a half. So yeah, it looks a beautiful day. It's already quite warm, but the ocean is just flat. It's just really nice conditions today, so we're very excited to get to the island. So we've just arrived on Pristine Island. Vibes on that boat were off the charts. Like just vibe central. Pretty comfortable boat trip. Pretty flat. Didn't see any dolphins or whales, which is disappointing, but I mean, just vibe central. Really good time. These nuts. Called Coco de Mer, the heaviest nut in the world. Found only on the Seychelles. Alright, so that's our little educational session about Coco de Mer. And we're off to the beach now. I believe this is now Ansa Lazio, I think we're going to.
I think so.
This is supposed to be the best beach in the Seychelles, so... Okay, we've just arrived in Ansa Lazio. And straight away, Intendance has a competitor. Like, this beach is absolutely stunning. But just to give you a little bit of a glimpse, this is what we're working with here. Like, that is just absolutely spectacular. So I think right now is a good time to cut to the drone shot. Lol jokes. Turns out we're within 5 kilometers of the Pristine airport. It's 3 kilometers that way. So I cannot take the drone off. So no cutting to the drone shot, cutting to more of this. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get the 360 camera on my extendo pole and fly around with the 360 camera. Cut to the 360 drone shot. Okay, so Alex Honnold level activated. Just scaled all these rocks. really cool spot to just overlook the bay. As you can see, it's pretty cool beach. So Maddie didn't want to make the climb, so she's up on the rock over there. So I mean, first off, I'm gonna give you vibes. I mean, someone was playing Freddie Mercury as we came onto the beach, Bohemian Rhapsody. So I mean, that's just a tick straight away. So vibes, I think, was probably like I would say straight away like a 9. Maddie, what did you think about the vibes?
Vibes, honestly, there's some good music when you come in. Cute little cocoa bar, or I think that's what it's called. Some boats, fair bit of people. I'd say vibes are like a 10 out of 10.
I mean, the sand, this is definitely a competitive flight intent dance. The sand was fantastic, like very easy to walk on again, like not really any rocks, not a lot of seashells, just very, very soft sand. Like, it's got to be a 10 for the sand, really. The sand was absolutely unreal. We could walk on this all day. What do you think of the sand?
Sand, the beaches seems to be very well taken care of. Sand is probably the softest on my toes. I would rate the sand, like the general beach itself, a 10 out of 10 as well.
That in mind, I mean, water, we don't need to give that a rating. Water is just a 10 out of 10. Look how clear it is, look how blue it is. So that's just an automatic 10. Overall beach vibe, I mean, this has got to be a 10. We're going to take a bit more of a walk down there, and we're going to take a look from that side. But yeah, for me, this is straight away a 10. Equivalent to in 10 dance, I'd say this one's probably just a little bit higher, but it's like very, very good beach. Overall rating for you?
We're gonna see if he gets this, the entire beach. I mean, we've only been to half of it, but based off if the other half is the same as this half, I'm for sure gonna go double digits again, and hopefully he gets my air high five. Yes!
10 out of 10, baby. Okay, so I'm gonna Alex Honnold this back down. We're gonna walk along the beach and we'll keep going. So we've done some more walking. I'm gonna insert a shot right now of a reveal through this little arch that we went through. And for that reason, and where we are right now, we're about to have a swim. I'm changing my review. Like, we walked past again, he's still playing Queen. So yeah, I'm changing my vibes to a 10. Like, he's playing that all day. The sand is just absolutely incredible. Yeah, this one blows every beach I've ever been to out of the water. This is the best beach I've ever been to, hands down. The waves look absolutely incredible. Listen to that sound, like just ASMR for a second. Like, that's stuff you go to sleep to. I'm gonna record this and do my own little like noise machine. Okay, so yeah, I mean, we're gonna go have a little swim in this bay. We've got an hour here before we can continue the tour. So yeah, we're gonna enjoy this. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing more to say. Just let this talk for itself, really. We just bought ourselves rum and coconut. We got a rum and cola. Yeah, this is beach living. Another Aussie, someone from Perth, just like me. So funny that. Small world we have here. Back on the boat. We now finished at Praline. We're heading off to Digue. We're going to have our lunch there when we get there. It's about a 20-minute boat ride from now. Once we have our lunch, we'll then jump on the bikes. We can then explore another 2 beaches that are also supposed to be some of the best in Seychelles. So we'll see how they compare to that beach we just came from. That was something. That boat driver has parked a boat before. Like, we came in, did like a full U-turn in between 2 other boats. Just parked up, like nonchalant, just tied off. Like, he's parked a boat before. Pretty impressive. So yeah, we're now at the restaurant now having our food. So Creole style chicken. There's a rainbow fish in kind of a spicy sauce with some bread. We're gonna devour this meal. We have our chariots. This is Madison's chariot. This is my chariot over here. Nice little basket in the back for the bags and everything. We're going to head off now to a beach. Escapes my name. The name escapes me. Here's the pin of what it is. We'll know when we get there. You'll know now.
beach is off to a good start already because there's a doggo.
Yay.
Doggo.
He doesn't want to get pets.
So here we are at Anse Severn. So how would you say that in French?
I have to see it.
Severe.
Severe.
Okay. Initial thoughts. Fairly big beach. Kind of goes all the way down there. A lot more rocky in the water. Definitely a lot more rocks, a bit more seaweed. Water still looks clear. Then you got the perfect blue on the outside there. Bottom, lots of seashells, little bits of dead coral. So yeah, it's not as smooth, but when you're actually in the sand itself is actually quite nice.
Easier to walk in.
It's
easy to walk in.
It's easy to walk in. It's very firm, which makes it easy to walk in. Anse Severn, as I'm going to say. It's completely butchered, but whatever. You can see the title. Say it how you want. Yeah, I mean it's a bigger beach. It goes down quite a way. Pretty gentle. I think the rocks kind of slow the waves down, so pretty gentle. I don't think you get too many currents here, and probably not too many big waves. The sand itself is good, but a lot of dead coral. I think that's just from the actual like rocky coral in the water here. So it's not as nice to walk on, but when you're actually in the sand, it's nice. I mean, vibes. We'll start off with that. Vibes, probably 10 out of 10 vibes.
Yeah, vibes are for sure up there. There's like a few like little beach bars, I guess, are all kind of playing their own music, so it's nice.
Yeah. Kind of competing with each other for the sounds. That's good. You can hear it pretty much the whole way along the beach. Lots of bars to buy drinks at. So yeah, vibes definitely up there. So 10 out of 10 for vibes. Sand, I'm going to give it a 6, just purely because of the dead coral, which is unfortunate to see, but also very hard to walk on.
Yes.
But the sand itself in between the coral is very good.
Yes. No, I agree. I mean, I have sensitive feet because they're so flat, but the sand is nice, minus the coral.
We'll go with a 6 on that one. And then like water clarity, it is clear. It's not as blue. I don't think it's as deep over here, that's why. But it is very clear. Not a lot of seaweed actually. Like there's not really any weed at all. So I think like water I'd give this like a 7 or 8 for probably an 8 for water. I mean, we've just come from one of the best beaches in the world, so I mean it's hard to follow up that one. But I think I'd give it an 8 for the water clarity.
Yeah, I get behind that. It's like that nice like light aqua color. Then they got the turquoise and the dark blue. It's nice to see.
Overall beach, I think it's 7.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think it's a good 7, but it's not blowing my hair back, but it's also like I've been to worse beaches, so I think a 7 is probably fair for this one. So
We've also, like I've always said, like how much like the rocks kind of like catch the eye, but in the background you could probably see the mountains really catch the eye, and it's really nice in the distance.
yeah, the view is nice. You got that's Praline Island just over there. I think a solid 7 would be this beach. So we're going to jump back on the bikes and we're going to head to, this is a super French name, so it's like Anse d'Argent or something. Like, you want to attempt that?
Well, there's 2 words to it, so I think it's Salle d'Argent.
Okay, yeah, what she said. Here's the title anyway, and we're going to stopped at this pen. There's this massive granite rock, which I guess granite monolith is what they've called it. It's a huge rock, but what's interesting in this area is the tortoises. They look like rocks themselves, but there's 2 tortoises right here, giant Goliath tortoises, and there's a whole bunch of them over there, and I think 2 of them are starting to try and get frisky. So we're going to go over there and have a look at what these 2 are doing. It appears this guy that's moving is trying to get away from everyone. The guy behind him, I think, is trying to get a bit frisky. He was doing a bit of climbing. This guy's got an open mouth, and this guy's like, I'm getting out of here. These guys are funny.
They're huge.
Yeah. So I guess the hard part about filming tortoises versus other animals is they don't move very fast and they don't do a lot. Okay, well, we've just walked, feels like miles, on Seychelles. Close enough?
Close enough.
Yeah, it's good enough. It's hot, like struggle town, sweating buckets. We're gonna jump back in, just cool off again. But yeah, it's a big walk from where you drop your bike off to where you walk along, and especially when it's hot. So we try to, there's a nice like covered walkway area in the sand. Really nice, like through the trees, rocks either side, big granite rocks, like pretty impressive. So it's quite a nice walk. And then there's like bars you can buy drinks at, there's music playing. Not as much music as the last beach. So I think vibes are down on that side of things, but it's definitely places to stop and chill. Really nice, like these granite rocks all the way along the beach. So nice places to stop, kind of hide in the shade a little bit. Let's start with, I mean, vibes, I don't know. For me, like a 7, maybe a 6.
Okay, I was gonna say 6.
Okay, I think a 6 is okay.
Reasonable.
Maybe let's go 6.5 to be fair.
Okay.
There's a bit of music, higher stand-up paddleboards, you can get on glass kayaks. So I mean, yeah, let's 6.5. Sand, not overly impressed to be honest. It's a little bit spiky, soft in areas. I would probably say a 6 as well for the sand.
Yeah, there's a fair bit, like even where we're standing right now, there's a fair bit of like rocks and coral, which are a little bit hard on the feet.
Seems to be a lot of dead coral along this side of Digue. Unfortunately, we just don't have enough time to get to the other side of the island to see Seychelles. That's one I really wanted to get to, but we're just not going to have the time. There's another one, Moron, but I think looking at the Google images, I think it's going to be pretty similar to this. It looks like there's a lot of reef, whereas Coco seems like it's just sand. So it sucks that we can't get out there, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. Water is, again, very clear, not a lot of weed, lots of coral and rock, so just be aware of that. Overall beach, 7.
Exactly what I was thinking.
You think it's 7?
I was thinking 7.
I was close to saying 6, but I think like the water's still nice and it's refreshing, so I think it's 7. Yeah, definitely not one of the better ones.
Let's cue like a turn around to the camera because like that view is just amazing.
Yeah, like what we're looking at right now. Yeah, looking down palm trees, granite rock with the mountains. That view saves it, I think. So yeah, absolutely. I think a 7's fair for this one. So. You can also just rent glass bottom kayaks and get dragged along by a boat. Okay, trek complete. I think maybe just chill in the shade here for a little bit because she's spicy out there. But yeah, that concludes the beaches in Digue that we can get to right now. I'll maybe put a photo here of Seychelles that we couldn't get to, just to rub it into ourselves. So there it is. Yeah, unfortunately we can't get to that one. So we're going to go back that way now, and we're going to do our 2 rum tastings. I'm keen to try the dark rum and the coconut rum again.
I thought you were going to say coffee.
I don't think that was Takamaka, was it? I think that was a different brand. If they got a coffee rum, I'm totally trying that. Okay, sad face. The rum tasting is closed because there is a fire alarm going off inside. They have to be outside the building until the fire department comes and checks it out. We're not going to test that before we head to the boat. There's a helipad right here, which is why I couldn't fly my drone on Digue as well. Well, on these 2 beaches anyway. I think if you get to the far side of the island, you can. But it's kind of another no-fly zone within 5 kilometers of a heliport. So yeah, with this mountain in the background. Fantastic. Okay, we just dropped off the chariot, or chariots plural. Now we're gonna get something cool to cool us down, and we're gonna sit in the shade for a bit. We've got maybe half an hour before the boat picks us up, so we're just gonna chill out a bit here. Clink. Right, home stretch, folks. Home stretch. We're on the way now. Just got back to the room and we are cooked. I'm physically cooked. Like I'm actually starting to get cooked. Really amazing day, but hard, hot, humid, lots of biking. It was a hard day, but really worth it. Like we saw some cool things. So the trip was Digue Water Sports. Actually, Canopy by Hilton organized it for us. We just went to the concierge and he can book like different tours and everything. So he recommended this one for us, and it honestly like worked out way better than any other tour that we were planning ourselves. So highly recommend that. I'll put their details in the description. The planning was all done by them. Charge it to our room. You can book them if you're not staying at the Canopy. They're independent contractors. The hotel just uses them. So I'll link that as well. It was way cheaper than doing it by ourselves. We were planning on doing 2 separate days to Prelin for one day and La Digue for another day. And we were going to walk the whole day.
Right.
Like, glad we didn't do that, because holy crap, that's a lot of elevation changes and it's hot. So this was definitely a better way to do it. We kind of worked out that if we wanted to go to Prelin just by, like, just the two of us return, I think it was going to be like 390 euros or something.
I don't remember.
And then to La Digue, I think it was like 450 euros. It was a lot. I'll put the link for the Seychelles ferry. You can have a look at the prices there, but it's expensive. So this trip was cheaper than both of those combined, with lunch included, transport from the hotel, transport on Prelin Island, and the bicycles. So really good deal, really enjoyed it. We had Daniel guiding us. Lorenzo was the boat captain. The boat was immaculate, like really clean, really look after that boat. And Sebastian, just good vibes in general. Like he was mimicking Daniel on the initial talk, so that was really funny. Yeah, just really good guys. They looked after us, so can't recommend them enough. And it was just an awesome day. I don't know, I'm pretty pooped. We're gonna probably just jump in the pool real quick to refresh, sit on the balcony again and watch the sunset, because that's probably another 45 minutes until the sun goes down. Less clouds today. The last couple of days have been a little cloudy. Less clouds today, so hopefully we actually see it go to the horizon. Good morning. We are out here on the beach in front of the hotel right now. We had a very slow start to the morning. A bit of a sleep in. We just had breakfast, really good breakfast again. Had more crepes. The crepes here are just the best. We're now just kind of relaxing a little bit. We've inquired about a jet ski. The resort does have a jet ski, so we're going to see how much that costs and how long we can go out for. We just went to go inquire about the jet skis. They are more than we're willing to pay per hour, is what I'll say. We're probably not going to go on jet skis. We might find another place that might be different pricing. They do have paddle boards and the glass bottom kayak, so we might do that a bit later on. But right now, like, the clouds have come over, so it's not as hot. It's still humid, but it's just a really nice temperature right now, so we're just going to kind of lay by the pool for a bit, order a couple of drinks. We just went in the pool. The pool is so refreshing right now, like it's just an awesome temperature. Finished by the pool now. We're gonna go out in the car, drive around for a bit. So we're kind of in here somewhere of the map. We're gonna jump in the car, we're gonna cut across this road here, we're gonna come all the way around the island, past the airport. In here is called Eden Island. It's kind of like a Abu Dhabi, Dubai style man-made island. So we might just drive through there. Apparently there's not really much there, so we're just gonna go through, check what's there. Then come back out, follow the coast all the way around, and then come down this side of the coast. So this beach is called Beauvalon. There's like restaurants along here. The beach is quite big. There's like little boutique stores. You can snorkel. So we're just gonna kind of just drive this coast and just kind of see what's along here. We'll probably stop somewhere here for lunch. I've seen a couple nice beach shacks with like good Creole seafood / barbecue. And they look quite nice. So by the time we get around there, it'll probably be about an hour. Pretty hungry at that point. Just left the hotel. We had to let the car run for about 10 minutes because the seats are leather and the car's black. So we just couldn't get in it. It was so hot. Let it run for a bit. We're on the road now. We're heading to Eden Island. I'm just gonna go drive through it, see if it's worth stopping. If it's worth stopping, we'll have a look if there's any boutiques or anything like that. But from what I've read, it doesn't seem like it's worth stopping, so we'll check that out when we get there anyway. And then from there we'll carry on. I don't even know where, to be honest. This is kind of we're just going to drive. We're going to do the perimeter of the island today. We just hit the first double lane that we've been to in the Seychelles. Everything so far has been like windy, mountainous, narrow roads. And now we're on a double lane going 80 kilometers an hour. It feels really strange. We just had a rain shower, so that cooled everything down by like 10 degrees. So it's very pleasant right now. Took a bit of a detour. It's kind of on purpose, kind of not on purpose. Eden Island, not much there. It's just kind of like short-term lease places, residential kind of, nothing really special. Did see a massive mega yacht. It wasn't the one from below deck. We did see the port that below deck comes into.
Sadly, didn't see Captain Jason.
But we've just arrived at Beauvaillon Beach, and big beach, biggest we've been to so far. What we're looking at here goes all the way around that corner. You got the big mountain in the background.
Got a snowman or a sandman.
Little sandman, and the beach is just quite lovely. Right now we're at the
Beach Shack?
Beach Shack. With a K, no CK, just with a K. It looks like a really nice spot, overlooking the water, looking at the mountain. We've ordered 2 coconut rums and Coke with their local rum. And we've also ordered a chicken burger. That sounds fantastic. They didn't have the octopus curry, so I'll have to try that somewhere else. I think.
Coke. Give me some Coke. Oh,
That's good rum. Review of the Creole style chicken burger and fries.
Burger was 10 out of 10.
There you have it, folks. 10 out of 10. That was insane. The rum is very good as well. We forgot about the drinks because the food was so good. Beauvaillon Beach. Beauvaillon?
Beauvaillon?
There we go. That's better. I think overall, solid beach.
Yeah, I agree.
So vibes, straight up vibes.
Vibes, I would say like an 8. 8 or 9.
I'd say an 8. I think 9's too high. I think an 8.
Okay.
There's a bit of music along the beach. It is very populated. There's a lot of resorts, so it's definitely more people, but there's enough space. Like it's a big beach, so there's enough space to do it. So yeah, I think 8's good. Sand.
Ooh, the sand's really nice. Bit of seaweed though, so I'd probably say like a 9 or 9.5.
I think 9's fair. Like it is very good sand. It is quite weedy, but I mean, we are kind of at that time of year anyway. But it is weedy, but the actual sand when you're walking in like the little wave pools is awesome and really easy to walk on. So I think 9's fair. Water, it's pretty clear.
Yeah, I'd stick with a 9.
Yeah.
Because you don't have like that like turquoise.
Yeah,
you're
not quite looking down at the water. You're not seeing that color changes. So it's still very nice water. It's warm. It's clear. You have the Silhouette Island in the distance. You have the mountains behind you. So vision-wise, it's awesome. So I think water-wise, I think we can stick it at 9. I think that's pretty fair. Overall beach.
8.5 or 9.
I think 8.5 is pretty insulting. Yeah.
Okay, 9 or 9.5.
I was gonna put it at 9. Are you happy with a 9?
I'm happy with a 9.
I think this is a solid beach. Like if you could only come to this beach and no other beach, you wouldn't be disappointed.
I agree.
There's plenty of water sports available. They are all chargeable, but you can jet ski, wakeboard, kayak, all sorts.
Tubing.
So there's all sorts of options. So if you only come to this beach, you're not going to be disappointed. So I think a 9's fair.
9.
So with that being said, it's getting a little bit, well, it's not getting late, but we want to carry on around the island a bit more. Lol jokes. We're kind of at the end of the road. If we go further along the island that way, then we're going to be going to like some small windy roads to some beaches that you got to like really hike to, and we just don't have the time for that today. So we are now going to backtrack but take a different route back to the resort. Probably about a 50-minute drive. The speed limits here are mostly 40, sometimes 30. Every so often you get up to 60, 80 kilometers an hour, but that's like in the main city of Victoria. the driver yesterday, we came past this thing at a rate of knots. So we kind of saw that there was a lookout, but we didn't really know there was a lookout. So we came the same way and we're like, okay, we've got time, let's stop. So there's a little pull off point. We stopped and yeah, like it's a pretty cool view. You see right out into the ocean. You can see Eden Island down there with not Captain Jason's boat. Right out in the distance underneath the clouds is Praline Island where we were yesterday. It's just a viewpoint really, you view stuff. We are golden. Full tank of diesel. Lego. It was 598 Seychelles rupees, which I think is about 55 Canadian.
Good morning. What a beautiful morning today is. I struggled to sleep inside a little bit, so I actually came out onto the balcony and slept on the lounge chair, and then I woke up and the sky looked like this. There was actually a rainbow just now, but that came and went just as fast. So now just admiring the sunrise. I think I'm actually going to get the drone up, take that for a bit of a spin.
Breakfast secured. Not as good this morning. I don't think it was as good this morning, but still good. Can't complain.
Poached eggs had a really good truffle sauce.
The truffle sauce was very good. So we're now gonna jump in. This is our chariot that we rented. We thought we'd try and give it like, because they speak French on the island, we thought we'd try and give it a super French name since it is a French car, Renault. It's a Renault Duster. So we thought we'd call it Denny the Duster. Like, don't get much more French than Denny. If you don't know how that's spelled, this is how it's spelled, but pronounced Denny. So we're about to jump in Denny the Duster and go check out another 2 more beaches. To Denny we go. Oh, sorry. Driver's side's on the other side of the car here. Whoops. We ran the car again for 10 minutes. Black cars in this heat doesn't work well, so it's very nice in here now. Ansa Bizarca? I don't know how you, I think that's how you say it. It doesn't sound super French, that one. Definitely stronger waves than we've seen on this trip so far. You can see like the big breakers. There is a huge rock edge along here. There's signs everywhere that said no swimming. However, that being said, really nice beach. We took a bit of a walk down, have a look. You've got the palm trees in the distance there. And this side, you've got a lot of granite rock with some more palm trees. So we actually do half the review this side and half the review that side so you can see both. Sand?
I'd say like a 9. It's like kind of a little bit harder to walk in because it's so soft, so like you kind of sink into it a little bit more. Like it's a bit like shelly. What do you call that?
Shells? Coarse? I think a 9's fair. It is very nice sand, super soft to walk on, so yeah, walking is a bit of a mission. A bit down the beach, it's actually quite slanted, so you're walking on a bit of an angle, but the sand itself is really nice. So I think a 9's fair for that one. Water?
I'd say a 9 again.
Yeah.
Like it's like a little bit harder to tell just because like the rocks that we're seeing, but like the colors are still pretty cool, especially in those waves, like that like dark turquoise color, and then you got lighter blue and then kind of dark blue again. I like it.
I'm gonna bump it to a 9.5 because like when you're up a little bit higher up there, you can actually see out and you can see the color changes. So I think a 9.5. Like when the waves are breaking, you can see like a really dark blue in the wave. It's really cool to see. And then a little bit behind, you can see some deeper blue water. So I'm gonna go a 9.5 on this one if you're happy to bump it up half a star.
Can do.
Really twisted your arm on that one. Overall ranking. Let's hear it.
I still say a 9.5, even though you can't swim. It's really pretty.
If you could swim, I think it would be a 10. It's, yeah, a lot of rock on the beach as well. So I think 9.5. Palm trees in the distance. So really, really nice beach. I think if you're happy just to chill, just kind of parking up a beach towel or like a chair or something on this beach and just overlooking and listening to the waves. You can probably hear it in the background, like that's just like ASMR stuff right there. So yeah, I think 9.5's fair. So if we pull out the ranking now, so this is our 8th beach that we've ranked. 9.5 puts it 3rd behind Annecy and Tendance, which I think is fair. It puts it above Beauvalon, which is the one we saw yesterday. I think that's fair because Beauvalon you can swim at, it's a nice beach, but it's not as picturesque as this one. And this one has no people. We are the only people on this beach. So I think 9.5's fair, which puts it right in between Intendance and Beauvalon. Also probably noticed we have a bit more sun cream on today because yesterday we got roasted, so we plastered a little bit more on today. Next beach is called Police Bay. It's literally just around the corner from this beach. Police Bay. A little bit more of a walk to get here, about 10 minutes from where you can park your cars, through like a really nice forested area. Quite a nice walk. Pretty flat, not really that many hills. Nice beach. Again, a lot rougher. Signs saying you can't swim. So there is quite a few currents here I can see, and the waves are quite strong as well. So it's a nice beach to chill at, but you definitely don't want to be swimming here. You got like this nice granite rock with palm trees again. I know you're getting sick of that view. And then exactly the same on that side. Quite a big beach. There's only about 3 people here other than us, so quite secluded. This side of the island seems to be much less populated. Really nice part of the island, way less people here, which is nice. So if you have a rental car or you have a guided tour coming down to this side of the island, recommend that for sure. It's just a nice spot to be. Weather today, I think it's still 30 degrees, like 70% humidity. The water itself is super refreshing today, much cooler than yesterday. Maddie's not feeling too good, so we might actually go for a little bit of a dip just to cool her down and then head back to the hotel. Vibes, I mean, there's no vibes, it's just chill. It's super chill. Same as the last beach. So the last beach we were just at is actually around the corner here. It's not too far. It's about a 2-minute drive and then the 10-minute walk. So there's no vibes, it's just chill. You listen to the waves. Sand, really nice. No coral, no rocks, nothing. It is quite steep, but really nice sand. So what would you give the sand?
I'd still give it like a 9.
Yeah, pretty similar to the last beach we were just at. So I think a 9's fair. I mean, it makes sense that this rating is going to be probably pretty close because the beach is literally just around the corner. There is actually another part of Police Bay around this corner. I'll get the drone up and show you that one. Water, I mean, pretty similar to the last beach.
Yeah. You don't have that like bright blue up until like it goes like aqua, dark, and then it goes that bright blue and then dark again.
Yeah. So 9.5? 9.5 again. Quite a big break as you can see on the rocks there as well. So overall beach,
I'd still stick with my 9.
9. So I think last beach we gave a 9.5. This beach,
You bumped it up though.
I did bump it up to 9.5. I think this one is a 9.5 again, to be honest. Would you put this one above the last beach?
I don't think so.
You'd put that one above this one?
Like, this one has nice views, mind you. Like the rocks on either side.
Yeah. Final answer, go.
Yes.
9.5, but above the last beach. Really solid beach again, really good spot to chill out. Get a beach towel, get a chair, whatever, just watch the oceans, listen to the waves. Not a lot of cover, only kind of in the corners. You have some trees to get under shade, so if you are going to come here and want to spend some time, bring an umbrella or something to protect yourself. Carry on, and we'll probably start heading back towards the resort now, and we need to cool off a bit. It's starting to get really hot now, sweating a lot, so we're going to go have a bit of a cool off.
I don't even know what to say because he looks so funny.